So, and see, good morning. Yesterday I told you that today I will give you the topics, and topics are selected by the student only. So Khush is going to speak about the bus topology. Pranjal will speak about the star topology, and Sneha will speak about the ring topology. It is completely up to you that whatever you have understood, that only you have to explain. Try to explain as much as possible. Your choice, in Hindi or in English, wherever you feel. So like that you have to start. First we will start with Pranjal.
मैम पहले किसी और को बोलना मैम समझाने के लिए मैम प्लीज थोड़ा बोलने को भी समझ में आएगा कैसे बताना है।
पहले स्टार टोपोलॉजी है ना, तो पहले स्टार टोपोलॉजी है तो फर्स्ट प्रांजल, सेकंड बस टोपोलॉजी है तो खुश, एंड थर्ड रिंग टोपोलॉजी है तो स्नेहा। मींस दिस विल बी द सीक्वेंस। ठीक है, चलो प्रांजल स्टार्ट। क्या एडवांटेज है, क्या
मैम स्टार टोपोलॉजी में ये मैम स्टार टोपोलॉजी मींस कि एक सेंट्रल नोड होता है जिससे सारे कंप्यूटर जुड़े होते हैं, वो भी सिंगल नोड से।
वेरी गुड।
और मैम उसके अंदर एडवांटेज ये होता है कि उसके अंदर सर्विस एकदम आराम से मिलती है, और उसके अंदर अगर कोई भी एक डिवाइस खराब हो गया तो फिर वो उस कनेक्शन से हट जाता है, लेकिन बाकी सारे कंप्यूटर्स वर्क करते हैं। और उसके अंदर मैम स्टार टोपोलॉजी में प्रॉब्लम आसानी से पता चल सकती है, मतलब फॉल्ट आसानी से मिल जाता है।
करेक्ट।
और मैम इसके अंदर डिसएडवांटेज ये है कि इसके अंदर लॉन्ग केबल लेंथ है, जिसकी वजह से हाईली कॉस्ट है। और मैम इसके अंदर हम और कंप्यूटर्स या नोड्स कनेक्ट नहीं कर सकते या एक्सपेंड नहीं कर सकते।
कर सकते हैं, लेकिन वो डिफिकल्ट होता है, कॉम्प्लेक्स टास्क होता है ना।
डिफिकल्ट है मैम। और मैम और एक और मेन डिसएडवांटेज ये है कि अगर सेंट्रल नोड में कोई खराबी या कनेक्शन प्रॉब्लम आ गया तो सारे कंप्यूटर्स डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाएंगे और नेटवर्क फेल हो जाएगा।
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड। और कुछ?
और तो अभी कुछ याद नहीं आ रहा है।
ठीक है, बट वेरी गुड, एक्सप्लेन वेरी नाइसली। द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट इज centrally controlled है, and if the center node will not be in the working condition, complete network will be failed. Okay, then second is bus topology. Khush will explain.
जो बस टोपोलॉजी होती है वो मींस लीनियर टोपोलॉजी के टाइप की होती है, जिसके अंदर सारे जो भी नोड्स होते हैं वो एक सेंट्रल टर्मिनेटर से कनेक्ट होते हैं। तो उसमें जो वर्क स्टेशन से मतलब वर्क स्टेशन, प्रिंटर, सर्वर, तो इससे जो कनेक्ट होने के वायर्स होते हैं वो शॉर्ट केबल लेंथ होती है उनकी। एंड एक्सटेंड, अगर जैसे कि एक्सटेंड करना है हमें नेटवर्क, तो एक सिंगल केबल रिपीटर से हम उसको एक्सटेंड कर सकते हैं नेटवर्क को। डिसएडवांटेज ये होता है मींस किसी भी नोड में अगर कोई भी फेलियर हो गया तो पूरा नेटवर्क स्टॉप कर देता है फंक्शन करना। एंड जो नोड्स होते हैं उनको इतना इंटेलिजेंट भी होना पड़ता है कि लाइक सर्वर ने कोई भी मैसेज भेजा वीक कंप्यूटर को, तो मींस वो मैसेज है ना केवल वीक कंप्यूटर पे ही जाए, दूसरे कंप्यूटर्स पे नहीं जाए।
कुछ इसमें एक पॉइंट बोला आपने कि लाइक एक कंप्यूटर अगर वर्किंग उसमें नहीं है तो पूरा नेटवर्क डाउन हो जाएगा। ये आई सपोज इज रॉन्ग, है ना? अगर बस फेलियर हो गया, सपोज बस मीन्स द सेंटर वायर, अगर इसका फेलियर हो गया देन कंप्लीट नेटवर्क डाउन। अदरवाइज अगर मान लो सपोज दिस कंप्यूटर इज नॉट वर्किंग, तो इसको इजीली इसको हम आइसोलेट कर देंगे, इजीली आइसोलेट हो जाएगा फिर ये। ठीक है, ओके। और इसमें और भी कुछ ऐड करना है आपको? Okay, one question has been asked, the meaning of resilient architecture. See, it is given as the advantage of bus topology that it is having resilient architecture. First of all, Khush, very good. Huh? You have explained very nicely. That was the good point. And the very first, the good thing is that without any hesitation, Pranjal and Khush has explained this. Good. Okay. Resilient architecture means, see the linear architecture. You can see linear architecture means all are connected in a single level. Okay. It's not like multiple levels are not there. Only single level is there. So this is what called as linear architecture. Has an inherent simplicity that makes it very reliable from the hardware point of view. So what they wanted to explain you in this particular point, that hardware point of view, the making this type of architecture or structure is actually very easy. Okay, so this is what they have explained over here. Okay, now Sneha, you have to explain the next one, that is ring topology, and Mantasha, you be prepared for the next time. Okay, Sneha.
I mean, ring topology, each node is connected to two and only two neighboring nodes, and data can only transfer to one computer in only one direction.
Very good.
And advantages are there is only a short cable length is required.
बेटा शॉर्ट केबल लेंथ का मतलब क्या हुआ?
मैम कनेक्शन में केबल शॉर्ट ही रहेगी, लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस तक नहीं रहेगी,
मतलब सस्ता पड़ जाएगा, है ना, बिकॉज द लेंथ ऑफ द केबल विल बी लेस. हाँ, गुड. और
मैम ऑप्टिकल फाइबर यूज होगा जिसकी वजह से हाई स्पीड डेटा ट्रांसमिशन होगा.
और
इसकी वजह से ट्रैफिक नहीं होगा सिग्नल ट्रांसमिशन में.
ओके, गुड.
डेटा आसानी से ट्रांसफर होगा. डिसएडवांटेजेस, नोड फेलियर, अगर कोई भी कंप्यूटर फेल हो जाता है तो नेटवर्क फेलियर हो जाएगा पूरे ट्रांसफर.
अच्छा, दिस इज वेरी नाइस पॉइंट कि स्नेहा इज सेइंग कि अगर एक नोड फेलियर है तो पूरा नेटवर्क फेल हो जाएगा. एनीवन कैन गिव मी रीजन फॉर दैट, और चाहे तो स्नेहा, कि ऐसा क्यों होगा कि अगर एक कंप्यूटर नहीं वर्क कर रहा पूरा नेटवर्क फेल हो जाएगा, ऐसा क्यों?
क्योंकि मैम नेटवर्क डेटा ट्रांसमिशन एक डायरेक्शन में हो रहा है, तो अगर कोई भी एक कंप्यूटर फेल हो जाता है तो फिर वो दूसरे को डेटा पास नहीं कर पाएगा. वेरी गुड,
क्योंकि पास हो करके जा रहा है ना, सो देयरफॉर यू विल बी फेसिंग प्रॉब्लम. वेरी गुड. ओके, देन
मैम कोई भी नोड फेल होता है तो इस ना आइडेंटिफाई करना डिफिकल्ट है कि कौन सा नोड फेल हुआ है.
ओके, वेरी गुड. और कोई पॉइंट?
मैम कोई भी एक नोड को है ना हम बंद करके या साइड में नहीं कर सकते, जो फेल हुआ है उसको हम साइड में नहीं रख सकते कि अगर वो वर्क नहीं कर रहा तो डेटा ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा. उसकी वजह से प्रोसेस का रुक जाएगा.
वेरी गुड. चलो ठीक है, वेरी गुड स्नेहा, वेरी नाइस. द बेस्ट पार्ट इज ऑल ऑफ यू स्पोक नाइसली एंड you all were confident also. That was the best part. Fine. See, now I will start my topic. Mantasha, you wanted to speak? I will be very happy. Okay, but tomorrow you have to speak, fine? Because today only you came, so tomorrow you have to speak. Tomorrow I'll give you one topic. Okay. And Mantasha, your topic will be this. See, we are going to discuss about network devices today. Now, network devices means all those devices that we can connect on the network. Okay, so the very first device is modem. Now, the meaning of modem means how this word has come. No, the meaning of modem is modulation and demodulation. Now you have to understand the meaning of these two terms, modulation and demodulation. Means this is how modem came, M-O-N-D-E-M, modem. Okay, now what is the meaning of this? Now see, I will explain you this with the help of one example. That suppose there are two devices. This is first device and this is another device. And what example I'm giving is, suppose these devices are to different location. Different location means maybe two different cities and wanted to transfer the information. See, so generally we were using telephone wires for sending of the information. And when we talk about telephone wires, you know, outside your home, you are having electricity poles, no, and where there are wires of telephone. Okay, so generally what we are doing, we are using modem in between. So this is my computer system. This is what I'll say, that this is my computer. Then what we are doing, we are, whenever we talk about computer always generates signals in the form of a waves. Sorry, not in the form of a waves. It will always generate the information in the form of a digital wave. By mistake, I made that different wave. So this is what called as your digital signal. You must be clear with this, that this is digital signal. Okay. But the problem is when we have to transfer this information over telephone lines, your telephone lines only understand analog signals. So what we do, we generally use one device in between. This device is called as modem. Okay. The purpose of this modem is to convert this digital signal into analog signal. So this digital signal will be converted into analog. Then it can be traversed through that electricity wires and all. Then at the destination side, this is the destination side. So altogether it will travel in the form of analog signal here. Then when we have to send to the computer system, again the same problem. Okay, again we have the same problem. The problem is again my computer, this side computer will not understand. So again we will place the same device, that is modem, in between. And here what this modem will do, it will convert this particular analog signal into back to the digital signal. Okay. So this is what the use of analog modem. Modem converts digital to analog, and at the destination side convert analog to the digital part. Okay, now this process of converting digital to analog, this is what called as modulation. This is called as modulation. And the process of converting analog to digital is called as demodulation. Okay, why I am explaining you this much? Because you must know why we are using modem and what is the purpose of modem. So whenever modem converts digital signal to analog signal, it will be called as modulation. Similarly, whenever your analog signal will be converted to digital, it will be called as demodulation. So this is what the purpose of the modem. Okay, then when we talk about modems, there are two types of modem. First is called as external modem and second one is called as internal modem. Now when we talk about external, with the name only you can understand that it will be placed outside the computer system, means, and the plus point for that will be you can carry it anywhere. Okay, and when we talk about internal modem, it will be placed within that CPU cabinet and it is not portable in nature, means it will be specific to one particular device. Whereas external modem you can take anywhere. Suppose you have 5 computers. One time you wanted to connect modem with the first computer, then you wanted to connect it with the second computer, something like that. So you can go for external modem in that case. And if you need a particular modem for a particular device only, then you can go for internal modem. Generally, internal modems are cheaper. So therefore, we have to see our requirement. If we want multiple connections, then only we will go for external. Otherwise, we will be using internal modem. Anyone, any doubt with this modem part?
No, ma'am.
Now see, as per the definition, the very first meaning of definition of modem, better demodulation means converting analog signals into digital signal. आपने मॉडेम का टास्क देखा ना, 2 टास्क है. सोर्स साइड में क्या करता है, डिजिटल सिग्नल्स को एनालॉग में कन्वर्ट करता है, तो उसको हम कहते हैं मॉड्यूलेशन. और डेस्टिनेशन साइड में क्या करता है, ये जो एनालॉग सिग्नल्स आई थी, ओके, उसको कन्वर्ट करता है वापस से डिजिटल सिग्नल्स में, ताकि ये वाला कंप्यूटर को समझ में आ सके. सो दिस इज व्हाट कॉल्ड एज योर डीमॉड्यूलेशन. क्लियर है स्नेहा? Okay, then as per your book, see, the very first thing is the definition of the modem. We can ask like, what is modem, how many types of modems are there, then like this, what is the purpose of modem. So like this we can ask question from this particular topic. So it is given that a modem is a computer peripheral. Peripheral means the device which we use to connect with the computer system, that allows you to connect and communicate with other computers via telephone lines. See, you can see over here, via telephone lines it is used to communicate. Okay, and we have seen how it was communicating. Okay, and here they have actually explained the meaning of modulation and demodulation. Then modem comes in two varieties. First is your internal modem, second one is your external modem. You can see this is what your internal modem. It is generally placed inside the computer, and this is your external modem. We can place it outside the computer. Fine. Then second network device is your hub. Yes, Pranjal, any doubt?
मैम मैम ये कैसे करते हैं, मतलब ये है क्या करना होता है ऐसे इंफॉर्मेशन ट्रांसफर करने के लिए?
कनेक्ट करते हैं ना कंप्यूटर से. अगर आपको इंटरनेट को यूज में लेना है तो यू मस्ट हैव अ मॉडेम. आप भी तो डिफरेंट डिवाइसेस यूज में लेते हो फॉर कम्युनिकेशन पर्पस, है ना. इंटरनेट के लिए अलग अलग डिवाइसेस यूज में ले रहे होते हैं ना. पहले हम लोग मॉडेम यूज में लेते थे, और अभी भी जब टेलीफोन लाइंस के थ्रू डेटा जा रहा होता है तो स्टिल वी आर यूजिंग मॉडेम. ये देखो ना, यहाँ पे लिख नहीं रखा डी लिंक का मॉडेम है. ओके, अच्छा, नाउ सी नेक्स्ट इज हब. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू वन एग्जांपल. हब इज एक्चुअली दिस टाइप ऑफ डिवाइस. ठीक है, इसलिए मैंने बोला आई जस्ट वांटेड टू शो इट टू यू. This type of device, if you will see this type of device, now here so many ports are there, है ना. So generally when we wanted to set and see parallelly I will explain with switch also. See this type of device you can call it either hub, या तो ये hub होगा या फिर ये switch होगा, दोनों में से कोई एक होगा. And it is generally used to make network or for connecting multiple device. अच्छा, generally we used to have any one thing, either hub or switch. जैसे for example, suppose in our computer lab also I wanted to make a network. So what I will do, all computers I will connect with either hub or switch, any one thing. It will again depend upon our requirement. ठीक है. So now when we talk about hub or a switch, these are the networking device. Why we are saying networking device? Because these are used to make network, or used to connect multiple computers together. And with this generally we are making one LAN. LAN इसलिए बोल रहे हैं क्योंकि इसकी जो इतनी कैपेसिटी होगी उतने कंप्यूटर्स आप उससे कनेक्ट कर सकते हो. ठीक है, इस डिवाइस की जो भी कैपेसिटी होगी. ओके, तो इट विल डिपेंड कि कितने इसमें पोर्ट्स दे रखे हैं आपको. 8 पोर्ट का है, 16 पोर्ट का है, 20 पोर्ट्स का है, वॉट एवर इज द कैपेसिटी ऑफ दिस. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट द network size will depend. Okay, so this is what called as hub. Now see what you have to understand with respect to hub or switch. I just wanted to give you one brief introduction of both this. Suppose I'm taking one example, that suppose this is hub only, and this computer, this is A computer, wanted to send information to D computer. Okay, this is D, this is B, and this is A. C. So suppose if A wanted to send any information to D. So in that particular case, what will happen? A will send the information to hub, and hub will broadcast to all the device. Broadcast means it will send to all the device. Now, whichever device has to send the information will receive that information, remaining all will reject. Okay, so this is what the use of hub. It is not, it is basically a dumb device, you can say. Okay, because it is broadcasting up. Suppose 20 computers are there in one network. So it is going to broadcast to all the 20 devices. And when we talk about switch, switch is a smarter device. And because it is smarter device, so therefore it is costly also. Okay. And what does switch do? Suppose if I have to send any information from A to D. So if I'm going to send it to the switch, what switch will see? Switch will check that which is the source destination computer to which I have to send the information. So I will switch will directly send the information to that particular computer. Anyone, any doubt up to here?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so very first thing is you must know that what is the purpose of hub, what is the purpose of switch. Then the second thing is how they are similar to each other and how they are different with each other. Okay, then next we are having is repeater. Okay, so first you were having hub. You can see first you were having hub, then second you are having switch, then next is your repeaters. Now when we talk about repeaters, see yesterday only I have explained you. If anyone still remember, repeaters हमने कहीं यूज में भी लिया था कल, आपको बताया भी था.
I mean bus topology.
Very good. In bus topology, we were discussing, suppose that we wanted to extend our network. And if the distance is more,
yes,
so what
we
will do?
Network को extend करने के लिए use करते हैं repeaters.
Repeaters. अगर 70-80 मीटर से ज़्यादा का distance हो जाता है, तो उस केस में क्या होता है? Repeaters को use में ले लेते हैं. It will regenerate the signal. Amplify करने के लिए बोला था ना कल, है ना? So therefore it is given, a repeater is a device that regenerates a signal being transmitted on the network. यानी जहाँ पे भी लग रहा है कि सिग्नल वीक हो रहा है, यू प्लेस वन रिपीटर ओवर देयर, वो क्या करेगा? वापस से सिग्नल को रीजनरेट करेगा एंड देन वी कैन सेंड इट ओवर द नेटवर्क फॉर अ लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस. It is given also, it is used in long network lines which exceeds the maximum rated distance for a single run. Okay, so this is what the use of repeaters. Okay, then next we are having is bridge. Now see, if you wanted to connect two similar networks together, then you need bridge. Let me explain you this also. Similar network means, suppose I'm just taking next page. Now meaning of similar networks, suppose I am having two LANs. Chalo, I am taking 3 LAN. This is one LAN, this is another LAN, this is third LAN. Okay, मतलब you can think this is one building, this is another building, and this is another building. Now suppose these two are having same platform. Same platform means, suppose this is also using Windows operating system and this one is also using Windows operating system, and we wanted to share the information from one LAN to another LAN. So we will be using one device in between, that will be called as bridge. So bridge is basically used to connect two similar network. अगर दोनों network similar हैं, then we can use bridge to connect them. And suppose if we are having two dissimilar network, this is based on Windows, this is based on suppose Unix or Mac OS. So now if I wanted to connect these two devices, these two network, so that particular case, the device that we are going to use will be gateway. ठीक है, गेटवे के लिए हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? If you wanted to connect two dissimilar network, then we will be using gateway. And if you have two similar network, then it will be called as a bridge. Bridge और gateway में difference समझ में आया? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the next thing is, okay. A bridge is a device that lets you link two networks together, and bridge is smart enough to know which computers are on this side of the bridge, so that they only allows those messages that need to get to the other side to cross the bridge. So they are very smart. Within LAN, if you are sending the information, bridge will not pass to the another network. It will only pass that information which we actually wanted to send to the other network. Okay, and it is given bridge can handle network that follows same protocols. Same protocols hone chahiye tabhi bridge will work, otherwise it will not work. Okay, and one I just wanted to show first, that is gateway. For gateway it is given a gateway is a device that connects dissimilar network. Okay, this is what we have discussed just now. So this is very common question, difference between bridge and gateway. And then we may ask you the meaning of this. Even see for gateway also it is given. I'm just reading this part. A gateway is a network device used to connect dissimilar network. It establishes an intelligent connection between the local network and external network with completely different structure. यानी जो लोकल नेटवर्क होगा उसमें और जो दूसरा नेटवर्क होगा दोनों में ये पूरा का पूरा डिफरेंट स्ट्रक्चर बना के पूरा का पूरा इंफॉर्मेशन को पास करने का काम करेगा. सो दिस इज व्हाट द पर्पस ऑफ गेटवे. देन वी हैव वन लास्ट डिवाइस दैट इज you can call it as router or router. Different names are given. Now see, generally this is used again as a network device, and the purpose of this is to store the data and to forward to the another network. Okay, means suppose if I wanted to send any information from Jodhpur to any other city, so in between you will be having so many routers. Okay, so from your computer multiple routers will be there. So a router is going to actually do the work of routing. Okay, routing means it is going to decide that which network will be the best network to send the information. So whenever my data will reach to any particular router, it is going to check now that from that particular location what is the best way of sending my information, and then it is going to forward. Okay, so this is what given over here, a device that works like a bridge but can handle different protocols. First of all, it is given that it can handle different protocols, will be known as router. And then, for example, a router can link Ethernet to a mainframe. The router is responsible for forwarding data frame from one network to the different network. So again, it is given that what router is doing, that it is forwarding your data from one network to the different network. Okay, but you have to understand one thing, that it is checking the addresses and then it is sending to the destination. It is not like randomly sending to anywhere. No, it is sending according to the requirement. That is also clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so our this particular chapter is over. Tomorrow we will discuss question answers. We will do some MCQ based question answers from this chapter. Then later on I will give you the work that we have to do from this particular chapter also. So just go through this chapter. Okay, then we will continue tomorrow. And again I'm repeating.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. But one more thing, I have already told you that if you have any doubt from the chapters which will come in your periodic test, you have to inform me first the topics. Ki bhai, this topic we have problem. So after this chapter we will do all those topics first, then only we will start any other chapter. Okay, then good day all of you.